We are back. Let me bring in my resident. So I'm surprised. Why are we laughing? Why am I laughing?
This is my going to be my new picture, DP.
Wow. Exactly. Shout out to the Chelsea fans.
Oh,
Oh,
they better be
Lord.
ready. They are
Mm-hmm.
going to be cooked.
Oh, we're going to do a
Weekend is
survey.
almost here.
We are going to cook them.
A drink to Chelsea.
I love it.
Because
I have my
you
water
cannot
here.
fumble this bag.
We are going to cook them. I'm going to a separate stream. Is a cooking stream. I will make all kinds of recipes and ingredients. They need to be cooked. They need to be cooked.
You know, when all of them were saying, don't worry, Chelsea will handle it. Chelsea will handle it. Chelsea are the biggest butlers. They thought Arsenal's one was big. Chelsea is bigger because you had the whole summer.
And they had the arrogance.
You know what made it painful? You know, when it was Modric's own, what Edu was saying was the way they want to be paid is unreasonable.
Exactly.
You understand? And when everybody was saying, they were laughing at us now. Say this one. Now, what made it funny and why Chelsea's own is worse is this. I cannot understand Chelsea's thought process. Right? You took what do they call? You went to buy the boy Leslie Ugochukwu for 20-something million pounds. You went to go and buy this boy Tyler Adams for 20 million.
Yeah, pounds. So that's 40.
You understand? And you had bid this thing before. What do they call it? 80 million
for Caicedo. They were haggling. Yeah, they were haggling.
Why not just put this? Why not just? Because I remember, bro, the football terrace, it was like a joke. Somebody stated. You know what happened? When Arsenal was going for Rice, and then they were on the football terrace talking about it, they were already saying Arsenal knows who they are going for. They are going straight for Rice.
Sure.
You understand? That is their target. They are attacking it at the moment. But this guy, what's his name? Chelsea. Said, who are Chelsea going for? I remember one guy they call Mo. He's an Inter Milan fan. He said it. He said, hey, you know him. He said, but what if
very
Chelsea?
Controversial.
Yeah, but me, I like the guy. I still like the guy more than
he does some waffling sometimes, but I respect your opinion on him. He be doing some waffling sometimes and pushing certain agendas sometimes.
Yeah, of course, no. He said something. He said, what about this guy? He now said, but what if Liverpool? Said Liverpool, they don't have a target. They can go and sign Caicedo. I remember he called it. This was a month and a half ago. That was when he said it. Now when Arsenal where Man City, bro, now like a joke, like a literal joke, it has come to pass that. Bro, you know what is funny? Caicedo is going to play at Stamford Bridge this weekend.
I love it. I love it. So before we continue, guys, shout out to Oxymoto for coming in. The goats are back. Shout out to you, Oxymoto. Shout out for always making it very interactive. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
And he drops another one, say, Karma, what Chelsea did to us in January. Exactly. Now Liverpool did to them. I love this kind of thing. So let's get back to the main topic. We are here for the preview against Nottingham Forest. We are playing Nottingham Forest on Saturday. Guys, drop your prediction in the comment section. You can see on the ticker, like, share, subscribe, and leave your prediction in the comment section. So, we play Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
What are you expecting?
Well, normally I'm expecting that as Matt Turner has gone there, he would want to put up, a decent show of himself.
Okay.
I still think we have revenge in our hearts from last season because we lost to them. When it was the away game.
Away game.
Where the league was almost, it was gone. So I think
The
maybe
morale was down.
yeah, Arteta wanted to experiment on few things at the same time, or the
Sure.
beginning of his experimental phase with the team, and he just that was when he did, we lost to them 1-0. Now, after let's say detoxification of the end of last season, getting ourselves recharged and refreshed, the first game of the season in front
Mm-hmm.
of the home fans, with a couple of new signings, North London forever. I'm expecting us to go with all hell in our Arsenal. And I want us to, what I'm sure Arteta would want to do is give a statement
Sure.
so that people should be scared. You understand? They will know that this is a continuation. If these guys now replicate and now go further than what they did last season, then yes,
For me,
this is the
it's important for us to actually lay down a marker in this game. We don't want to
yeah,
encourage these smaller teams thinking that they come to the Emirates and defend and frustrate us. No, we need. I don't care if Matona. Shout out to him. I'm not wishing
of
any good
course.
luck on Saturday. If
Oh,
possible, if you
bro,
can put 7-10 past him on Saturday, boys,
I'm
do
very
it.
happy.
Do it.
Yes, we
Do
have
it.
to be shrewd. Like I said, if I win the league with Raya and go, I don't
Yeah.
mind.
So if you look at the statistics on the before I really go to statistics, right? Oxmo say we need revenge against Nottingham Forest. They broke our hopes. Yeah, we need to rip them apart. There is no time to play. So if you look at the statistics on the screen right now, so let me
Yeah,
take away this so I can give me a minute. You can see. So head to head, 7 wins. They have 2 wins. We have 4 home wins and 3 away wins. They have 2 home wins and 0 away wins. So the recent stats show that we are stronger and better than them.
of course.
So we should be able to put them apart. So they've not made any significant signing this season, aside from Matona, former goalkeeper. Even though they have a
Yeah.
decent team, last season they went on a signing spree, so they have decent players, but they shouldn't pose any threat to us. Do you think they should pose any significant threat to us?
Well, I don't really think because I wouldn't say they really improved based on what they had last season. Maybe they felt what they had was good, and maybe the
Okay,
players. Because one other problem I felt they really had was when you buy too many players like that, there's a
sure.
gelling period, and they didn't gel. It was something where in the middle of the season they started getting, excuse me, they started getting used to the way they wanted to play, learning more tactical things and all. But I don't feel they pose much of a threat to us. If we play as good as I know we can, I don't think they pose much of a
So,
threat.
what do you think about this Oxnato's comment? We have to keep clean sheet, stop conceding silly goals. I think that's very important.
Yes,
We
that
like
because
if sorry for your interject.
no
If
problem.
you compare our away record to our home record last season, we had a better away record than home record. So we need to stop all these, like he said, silly goals. Some of those goals were just avoidable. Silly
Bro,
gift. Like it's not your Christmas. Don't give it out.
this thing he said is very, very, this is very, very he noticed it, and you know that he watched the games and saw everything.
Yeah,
It's something where I think it's a psychological thing. A way we know we have to be fair.
sure.
You understand? That is the reason. At home is more of a thing of we'll kill you whether you like it or not. You're just going to get battered. But away, we know that because they are the away side, they are going to want they are the home side and we are the away side. Most of these teams always want to be, they're at home.
They
They're
are
pepper
more
body.
attacking.
Yes. So we know we have to be defensively aware. At home, I just feel because we know we're at home, the fans are there, we do. But as he said, if we start doing like defending the way we defend the way, very shrewd, very
Yeah,
strong, it will, for me, I feel it's going to go a long way and help us because then we would know that we need to that we need to actually that it's going to help us because it will be very good. We don't concede sloppy goals. So once we don't concede those sloppy goals, yeah, I think we are good.
Do you think our home record is a bit suspect and wretched because we are overly commit in our home matches? And so
Of
that
course.
means we are actually vulnerable to counter attacks more than
Yes,
when we play
definitely
away.
we are. Definitely we are more susceptible to counter attacks at home.
So let's go to predictions. So what do you think the score line will be?
Me, I was going for a 5-1.
Wow, yeah, actually giving it a go. I think you should do beat them 4-0 convincingly. I'm expecting Kai to score tomorrow, maybe a Trossard, a Saka. I'm expecting them to actually start building our goal tallies, as in for the rest of the
Yes.
season. Against teams like Nottingham Forest, with all due respect to them, like they should not be a match. We should score buckets load of goals tomorrow if possible, on Saturday
Yeah.
rather if possible. So
I
want to play this. Okay, your predictions.
No. Not. I just said I'd want that. I've told you my own.
Okay.
I'm hoping we do, bro. Deep down, I'm hoping it can be 7 or 8. But I just
Okay.
want to be very.
Let me read this chat real quick before we go. Oxmoto supports me, say 4-0. Okay, I got to 4-0. So I want your quick reaction to this video I'm going to play right now.
I think they all will. I think one or two of them could.
Pressure off the fans.
Let's start again.
If you look at the last 4 years of Arsenal, the most often occurring position is 8th.
Yeah, correct.
So I'm giving them their accepted position.
Yeah.
This is their modal position, right?
Okay.
So when everything else has been
Average
said,
types.
when they revert back to type, they finish 8th. And they'll do it again this season because I don't think that Saka, Martinelli and Odegaard are all going to get 15 league goals again. That seems almost impossible.
Saka could, I think. They're not a surprise.
You heard that nonsense, right? You heard that nonsense.
Bro, this Stretford paddock, I keep saying it. Let me just attack these idiots once so that we'll just know where we are landing. These are the fools that are very, very, they have, I don't like, each time I see these people, I just begin to understand why you complain about idiots having a platform to talk. You use the last 4 years. Why don't you use the last 10 years? Why don't you use the last 15 years? Out of 10 years, Arsenal has finished ahead of Manchester United. You understand? But when Manchester United had a better squad, was I now going to say, oh, Arsenal would finish ahead of Manchester United because they are like, what are they, like Osimoto said, what are they smoking? You understand?
Do you know my gripe with that clip? Okay, see, I think even idiots they can have an opinion, and even though I might not respect their opinion, how can you say Martinelli, Saka, and Odegaard will not score double figures, but you didn't give us a logical reason why? They are young players. They've been progressing for the last 2 seasons. They've been showing progress. They are not erratic. But for some reason, with no basis, no data to it, no empirical evidence, no logic, but your pure feelings, which are actually leading with hatred, to say that they won't score 15 goals. Like, I can't believe what I was hearing.
This is what made it stupid, right? The squad that was there 4 years ago, is it the same squad? Let's ask, bro. See, this is why these idiots, thank you, it's wishful thinking. Exactly what football terrorist Terry would say. Wishful thinking is all it is.
And I will say, including Terry or football terrorists, he allows this kind of bollocks because it brings views. Let's be real. See, do you think I, for 1 minute, I think they believe what they are saying? No,
bro, they don't.
What
believe.
they are saying,
these ones don't believe.
So what they are saying is to trigger a reaction. So people can go to your comment section and argue. They can have traction. See, people have to understand. CNN used to do it. BBC used to do it.
Definitely.
It is an old trick.
NBC, they are three.
It is an old trick. That's why I want people to wake up to these old tricks. Yeah. They are not as stupid as you think they are. They are not as stupid. It's like what they did to our forefathers. They brought them some mirrors, and they felt like that was like stop it. Let's stop it, man. It's all tricks. Like really.
Like that is what I was thinking because I saw all of them. One gave 8, All of them, Arsenal did enter top 4. You're telling me Chelsea that cannot close Caicedo's deal. Nkunku is injured. You understand? That one has gone for 4 months. You understand? It was the same thing my friend was telling me about Nkunku, the injury record. That every season he must have that long injury.
Remember when I told you about Kudos? That's why I don't want him. Look at the injury records. Not that I hate the player.
Even Madueke of Chelsea, that was what a Chelsea fan complained about. Said he's a good player, but the problem is if he gets injured, he goes for long. You're telling me that same Chelsea, that Rich James, we don't know, they gave captain, everybody's happy about it. Now, good for him. Now they gave him the captain. I like him. I like it, the guy as a player. But the reality is this: will he stay fit? Will you tell me now James will stay fit? Look at the way they were falling like flies last season. Okay,
now
fine.
if you compare the squads, let's compare all squad. Aside from Man City, which I would say is debatable, better than us. Which other squad at the moment is better than Arsenal squad?
Bro, that was why you remember when you said something. My friend, I told yesterday, I told you I was going out for one event. So we met up, we were just speaking. He was talking Champions League. He was like, man, Arsenal can go to semi-final. He said, let's be honest. Who has a better, on paper, most teams don't have better squads than us.
They don't.
In Europe, even the Madrid that everybody's happy, bro. That is
they don't have a better squad. I'm not saying better. They might have a better starting 11. I'm saying a squad.
Bro, even the starting 11.
As I use might.
Yes,
might.
You can say you might.
Yeah.
Even is debatable because they are fullback. Carvajal, let's be very honest.
It's almost done.
That one is finished. Left back, who plays left back for them?
They have a Mendy, if the French Mendy, or they have one Mendy, and
that one is always injured.
At the bottom of that guy, I forgot his name, the bottom of that player. But going back to the issue, right? This is what I say. Like, this is terrible that the media will be sponsoring people, these idiots, to misinform, to actually dumb down core fans.
And people will believe it. That's my problem. Because I looked at it. Why are you saying that was why you remember when I made that analysis to you? I said when we came 8th, 5th, second, people were just looking at the number, and that is why when most of these fans, I keep saying it, fans' opinions don't matter. Put it in the bin. Your own opinion is to pay money and get out from there. Because this is my reason. Okay, are you telling me a club that scouts and what do they call it, managers? Properly. Look at the way Brighton have moved. They have scouted managers properly. If last season you told most of these clowns that there was a guy named Deserbi that will come and play, they will say, God,
nah, it's not good enough.
This is why you scout. This is why you do analysis. I said comfortably, I'm expecting a lot this season. Right.
So let me read this chart. Hold our thoughts. Let me use this chart from Oxymoto so I don't keep it on the screen too long. They know we Arsenal fans get amped when they see hot takes like this. Exactly. They know. So it's a triggering conversation.
Attraction, as you said. Attraction must exist.
Yeah. Wow. So let's round up on this Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Preview. So I'm going for a 4-0. You're going for a 5-1. So let's see whose score will actually come to reality. So guys, I can say on the ticker, guys, you can say on the ticker, right? Make sure you leave your predictions in the comment section. You are watching this on the playback. Leave your prediction in the comment section. So let's move to this one quickly. Burnley versus Man City tomorrow.
Wow.
So you look at the head-to-head, right? They've played 16 times. Right? Man City have 12 wins. Burnley have 1 win. Man City have 6 home wins, 6 away wins. Burnley have 0 away win and 1 home win. Is there a chance?
No, we can always go back and say most of the record has been Sean Dyche.
But is there a sneaky chance for
Bro,
Burnley
like
tomorrow.
being honest, I would say mostly no and a little bit yes. You understand? Why I say mostly no is the fact that we know it's Man City, we know what they can do. You
Yeah,
understand?
they got
Yeah.
quality.
Yes.
They got
So they,
quality.
once they turn it on, we know the style has been turned on.
Yeah.
We know it has been turned on, and we expect
But
them to,
on a Friday night under the
bro, that's
lights,
the
energy
problem.
is
Friday
vibing.
night. I like the way you described it. Friday night away from home against a
Yeah,
team that is just coming from relegation.
and they
Bro,
are
one thing,
buzzing.
yes, bro, the fans are, bro. See the thing about Burnley, right? This was what was spoken about. If you told most people last season, company would have such a good, what do they call it?
Good year.
Good year. Most wouldn't believe it.
No,
You
they won't.
understand?
And the quality of play is not some
Yes,
rugby kind of play. It was exquisite. Good to
exactly.
watch.
Exactly. So you can see, and then one thing we also have to do, people can say, but they lost 16 in the FA Cup. But they've added premiership style of players that
And
company
quality,
believes
yeah,
can play in premiership.
sure.
Because I think that is one thing most of these young small teams from there do. They come with maybe championship quality,
Players, yeah.
yes, and come and be believing, But I am expecting that chance of that Friday night for them to. I feel they can give Man City a scare, but maybe
Yeah, but
because
Man
it's
City's
Man
quality,
City will see it through. Yes,
like
you
Oxmoto
understand?
said, former player company means the master. Yeah, that's something like that. Like, yeah, but most always call former employees in code to Pep always the apprentice. Like, let's give them their individual persons of their own. Sometimes I answer Pep may have added to their knowledge, but come on, these guys can do certain things by themselves, in my humble opinion. And I still respect Oxmoto's opinion, saying that former player meets master. And he said we should send Lokonga there. I think we are still struggling to agree. Do you see? I think
Yeah,
we'll end up sending him there to go and play
yeah.
because company told us he was going to be the next Yaya Toure. I don't see any
Yeah,
trace.
Toure, Fabregas, all of them
I
inside.
don't see any trace yet.
Bro,
No, I
my
don't see this
problem,
yet. So
I like the fact that I said yes. My problem with Lokonga, if I was ever a manager for Lokonga, I'll tell him, your problem, you're
yeah.
scared to impose yourself. You understand? Sometimes I see Lokonga. Lokonga will have, when like there's a quality, a player that can give you that hard moment when you have the opportunity to give one particular
I
pass.
think the way I describe it, right? Lukaku doesn't have
Yeah.
the personality. It's like when a human
Yes.
has a particular charisma, he doesn't have it. Look at Guendouzi is not a better player, but he has a
Yes.
personality to carry. Lukaku doesn't have the personality, so I'm like,
Bro, that is the thing. I feel that ruthlessness is not there. When I see all those Genduzi, right? When you see them, as you said, I don't think Genduzi is a better player than
no
Lokonga.
better player, but that's
But
personality.
there's some moments I'll see Lokonga, yeah, give that pass. Don't be scared to give. It will be like I will
Yeah,
just give the safest and
Nenish kind of pass.
bro.
It's true.
Bro.
For
It's
me,
just
he's a good player, but he doesn't, like you said, doesn't impose himself. He doesn't have that personality, he doesn't have that courage. I'm like, but at Anderlecht, I saw more personality in him than I'm seeing in Arsenal. I'm like, so
bro, the
maybe
problem
some
is
players cannot play in bigger clubs. Maybe
exactly that is the exact thing. Maybe the shirt is too heavy for him.
for him. So what's your final prediction of the match?
Oh, Burnley.
Yeah.
I think Man City will nick it. That's what based off of logic. But we all would love a situation where they actually stone Manchester City and we are celebrating Manchester City's loss.
That will favor us as Arsenal. I would love a surprise victory, but come on, let's apply logic. Like,
But that's why I said logic.
yeah, logically, I also said 5-0. I don't think it will be that of a basketball scoreline like 5-0. I still give Burnley at least they'll score 1 or 2 goals. I think Man City will win because they have better quality and better coaching. But I think it will not be as flattering to Man City as 5-0. as much as
Yeah, hopefully.
it won't be as much as that. So, guys, let me know what you think regarding in the comment section. Burnley versus Manchester City. Who do you think will win? Let us know. So let's use some of the few minutes we still have to cook the rascals.
Bro, I am on a. In fact, that's what I'm
The
looking
rascals.
at. You can see these were their targets
What?
one time. They said they will sign
Yeah.
all these two players. If you can
I
see
can
them,
see
on
them.
the screen,
I
Bellingham,
can see
right? And
Yeah.
one person said, let's not forget to Gatti.
Exactly. Which they missed to PSV, right?
But the problem, bro, you know the problem with Chelsea. Chelsea set themselves up.
They did.
Forgetting all banter aside, their original target was Ugarte, one cheaper, two, like more doggy. But this doggish as a player. But this was my problem. When sometimes, in as much as people say, Todd Bowley is very smart, he does some, but sometimes when they are doing some things, they always that their over smartness, it's what kills them.
And
You
when over
understand?
smart, I think you're arrogant. They're like,
Yeah, bro,
nobody
yes,
can
that is the
compete.
word. That is the word. Because do you know they would have signed Ugarte? The reason they didn't was they wanted to go and make a corner yard deal with
But
Sporting.
they've been getting away with it, to be fair. They've been getting away with all this amortization nonsense they are doing. They've been
Yeah,
doing
bro.
for a while.
They now wanted to go and invest in what they said is they will invest in Sporting. PSG got a wind of it. PSG said PSG now reported to UEFA and FIFA. That was why Chelsea ran away from there. The money they wanted to give Caicedo is more than what they were going to give this guy Ugarte. So are you telling me they can't pay Ugarte? It's not that they can't pay Ugarte, but because PSG called out their bullshit, if they had gone ahead, they would have been sanctioned heavily by UEFA. So they now ran away from there and said they are withdrawing from the deal because the amount they want to pay the player, they don't feel the player. But we all know that is not the truth.
They're liars.
Now, yes. Now, Caicedo, this is my thing. You had the chance. There's a difference between Arsenal's zone and Chelsea's zone. When Arsenal went in for Mudryk, we're not going to spend over a certain amount of money.
Sure.
That is facts. We were not signing other players to say, oh, we have this. Rather, what we were trying to do was, okay, this is a certain amount we are paying. Now, what the problem was the payment structure. Now, if the problem was the payment structure, then we can say, okay, fine, that was one issue. Now, what now happened was this guy.
See, we need to round it up right now because I need to finish this stream right now. So, you don't mind.
So
we'll do a separate one on this Chelsea thing.
It was unfortunate. They now went and said, we couldn't pay. Now, Chelsea were buying players up and down instead of rounding off the deal. So now they were the ones who shot themselves in the foot.
So let me read this chat from Oxymoto. Liverpool was pinching Lavia deal they did the reverse on someone twice expensive. I think Liverpool are just playing games, and to see whether Chelsea will play the same game and they got caught pants down. And they said now Chelsea are stuck with Italia down. He's a decent player, but he's not the original quality they were looking for. So guys, make sure we are watching on the playback. Very important. Like the video, subscribe and subscribe, and make sure notification bell are turned on. We'll be here on Saturday to do an extensive podcast. We are sure for this our brief version. We'll be here to do an extensive podcast on Saturday and preview and review certain matches. And I have to get behind the schedule of Mr. Efos. I can't just bring him here. I'm not paying him yet, so I can't just bring him here. So shout out to you for coming to. I really appreciate your time and effort coming to short notice.
I appreciate you having me. You treat me well every time I come here. So
you're always welcome. You are always welcome. So guys, we'll be leaving for now. We'll be joining you very soon. I'll leave it on the community tab. Always check out the community tab. I'll leave certain information there. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.